My initial thoughts on Vultures it's a good album. It's not bad at all. There's some gems, some very good songs on this album. I think it's good work from Kanye and Dolla. They sound amazing on every single track. Kanye sounds great. It sounds just like any other Kanye track. I mean, it sounds great. I feel like there's elements of Graduation and Yeezus. But also Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I just can't get over the fact how horny the album sounds. The lyrics, I don't know if it's just because it's Ty Dolla $ign, but there's some good lyrics on the track. I don't know if it'll age well because the anti-Semite lyrics and stuff, like, I just don't think they're going to age well because it's just a cultural topic right now, and so eventually people aren't going to care because it doesn't matter. So I think the lyrics are... I just don't think there's much substance lyrically in this album, and that's kind of a shame, but I still think it's a good album. Like I said, it has great sound. It has great sound, like especially on tracks like Carnival, Fuck Some, Paperwork, even Talking. I think Talking is such an underrated song. Obviously, people listen to it. It's got a lot of plays, but it's very underrated. Like, honestly, I think North's verse is honestly pretty good. It's really catchy. Stars, to start the album, I really like that song. I wish there were more songs like Stars on this album. I kind of expected that. My overall opinion, and the reason I feel like it's not a great album, and why it's just good, it's the lyrics and the songs in general, they're just so horny. It's a horny album. I don't really understand why. I feel like Kanye's been in his horny era, honestly. Especially the fact that he married Bianca, so it doesn't really surprise me that it's horny. It's more or less just disappointing that the whole album sounds so horny. Don't get me wrong, there's songs that don't really talk about that at all, but it's just not something I want to listen to when I listen to Kanye, and it's not something I want to vibe to. Like, it's not something I really want to listen to, especially at the moment. In general, it's just not what you're looking for when you listen to Kanye. It just sounds too horny, like I said, but it's still good. It's obviously has a crowd. I mean, it's gonna perform well regardless. I like the album. It's good. Like I said, if I had to rate it on a scale, I would probably give it like a 7, somewhere around there. I don't think I would give it less than a 7. And if I did, it would be like a 6.8, but I think it's going to age just fine. But yeah, I also would only really rate it a 7, because I don't know what the other albums are going to be like 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if 2 and 3 are just going to be different versions of the same songs. It could be good either way if they aren't or are. It's just, I'm hoping that 2 and 3 are completely separate albums with completely different track lists and even newer features. Like, I'd like to see a Drake feature on Vultures. I'd love to see a Don Toliver feature. That's kind of some personal bias, but I think that'd be a very good combo. A Frank track, if there's a Frank track in the vault and they could put that on Vultures, that would be amazing. Another Frank and Kanye track. I'm honestly expecting a Kendrick track, and I'm surprised that there wasn't Kendrick on here. I was surprised Quavo was on Paperwork, and I liked that song. I think he fit really good on that beat, and I would like to hear Quavo on more of those types of beats, with like Kanye production, Travis production. I think he sounds better on those types of beats than his typical beats that he has on with the Migos, where it's kind of just snares and drums and bass every now and then, and it's a little melodic. I think it's getting old, and I think Quavo should expand his sound to more stuff like Paperwork. I think it's good. But that's kind of just my opinion on Vultures. I think that's pretty much it. I can't wait for 2 and 3 to come out, and if there's more, shout out EA for making everything $20 on Easy.com. That's freaking dubs. But that's pretty much my whole opinion on Vultures. Swipe up and talk about it with me. I'd love to.